All right, what's up, y'all? This is Mercury from Divinity Unleashed, and this is part two of my tarot readings. And sorry about that, Virgos. I had actually left off the last video, kind of got cut off basically, so I'm still working on this whole recording thing. But I did want to continue with you guys. And also, I will be uploading a lot more videos, and I will be doing section videos for everybody. So then y'all can get more out of what I want to actually tell you guys. But as of right now, this is just part two of giving you guys the astrological, I guess, tarot readings for right now. But as I said, later on, I'll be getting into more videos. So I will be trying to make videos as much as I can, at least 2 a week if I can. I have a very busy schedule, but you can also schedule a reading if you want to. Divinity Unleashed at yolosite.com. And you can look me up also on Gmail, Divinity Unleashed 0 at gmail.com, and schedule you a reading. I'm out there. I've been doing readings for about 5 years now. It's a lovely art, and I've helped plenty of people, and I will continue to do more. So last video, I was speaking to you guys, Virgos, about the Lover's card. And I was saying to you guys basically about the choices that you're making and being analytical. So as I was telling everybody in the last video, this almost seems like a time of reflection for real. And as I was saying in the last video, that this is Pisces moment to shine for real. And happy birthday to the Pisces out there. I definitely didn't get to say it, but yeah, you guys will be getting yours too. But the Lover's card is basically speaking about making a choice. So I do want to say what this called first and foremost, because it's the Lover's card. You know, it has so many different meanings to it, but for the Lover's card, mainly I want to speak about is love. So it's kind of like, you know, being tied up in a relationship that you're in and not knowing. It's kind of like complicated. You know, you talk to your friends about this relationship you're in, and you're like, it's complicated. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I love this person, but it's complicated. You know, I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, or I'm just thinking, or, you know, there's something that you're questioning and you're not fully in there. You know what I mean? You're questioning what you are understanding about the relationship, and it's like, why? What? That sounded confusing, didn't it? It was like, you know, as I was telling the earlier Gemini groups of thinking about thinking, but in your situation, you guys could think yourselves to anxiety. You know what I mean? So you want to watch out for that, Virgo. But you know, as I learned, anxiety actually comes from not being able to accept, current situations or accepting yourself, you know. So I also want to talk to the lover in you, you know. Do you tend to criticize yourself too much? Where's the love? Where's the bringing together for you? What are you trying to bring together? You know, and with this card, definitely, it's about the attraction of two separate entities. So whether you're trying to bring together mind and heart to have more of an understanding of self and let your motives come from the same place, you know, instead of being distracted, like, well, my head feels this way, but my heart is confused, you know, or my heart feels this way and my head is everywhere. Or, you know, there's somebody that you want to be closer to you, and it's about that time, you know, you're going to start seeing them more. They're going to start showing more interest, and they're going to start. Y'all going to start that bond because it's the Lovers card. It's healing between the two. So it's, the clouds are there, but the clouds are there to bring, the angels bringing the clarity. So the clouds were there, but it's bringing the clarity to the two people there. But as you notice, this is Adam and Eve in the garden, so you do see the snake there. Okay, so it's like, somebody could be giving raw advice on your situation and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And so you can't listen to everybody and what everybody says about what you want, because it's what you want, and you got to make decisions for yourself that are going to make you happy, because at the end of the day, it's only you and this person. It's only you and yourself. It's only you and the divine. Whatever the case may be, you can't let people spoil your fruit. You can't let people spoil your fruit. And the other partner can't show so much passion in a situation to where he can burn up the fruit too. Some people can be given too much, offering too much. Too much of anything is bad for us. It's about, two people just letting the divine work and not forcing anything, because you can't force anything. Force makes strong. What is it? Force makes stronger. You know what I mean? So, and shout out to Infinite Waters. Great videos. You guys should definitely check him out. He's very talented, man, and I've learned plenty of things off of him. And also, the Peace Dealer, as I spoke about in the last video, he's got great videos also himself, and you can learn a lot about life and understanding. But we are all here to help everybody out and do great things for everybody. So so that's what I want to tell you guys, Virgo, is that if you was waiting for love, here it come. If you were trying to put your thoughts together on a situation, it's time to put them together. If you're not in a relationship and you got a big choice to make and work, you need to sit back and think about what you're doing. Don't just rush head first, because don't forget that snake's in the tree. So that snake's about entering your mind and making you be indecisive, making you not be able to make a choice. You know what I mean? Not being able to do what the divine is asking you to do. So I definitely want to tell you guys to make sure that you listen to yourselves, man, and take the time out to think. All right, Libra, what can I tell Libra for March? What can I tell Libra for March? Libra, I'm actually a Libra ascendant, and I'm Venus ruled. So, I know a lot about Libra. And, I will be giving my interpretations on the signs. Also, I will make videos for that. And I will definitely be doing aspects and other things of the same sort. So we got a lot of learning to do, man. We got a life full of learning to do, and I ain't got nothing but time on my hands, and I just want to teach, and there's things I want to talk about that I'm not really seeing being represented out there. So it's fine, and in the manner that I would like to speak about them, or even you might want to hear about them. You know what I mean? So that's what I do here at Divinity Unleashed. So what can I tell Libra? What can I tell Libra? Oh, cards popping up out of you guys. 3 of Wands. What can I tell Libra for March? What can I tell Libra for March? All right. Oh, sounds like a Libra problem right here. Such a Libra problem right here. Oh my goodness. So let's talk about it. And I'm talking to my Libra ascendants and my Libra sons. And no, I'm not. I'm not. These are two separate entities. Actually, the ascendant is what people see when they meet you. It's kind of like your facade, basically. When you first meet somebody, you shake their hands and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, that's the ascendant, and then your sun sign is your soul. It's your spirit. It's the way your spirit moves and works daily. So I don't want you to get them confused, but like I said, we'll talk more about that in other videos. But Libra, Seven of Cups. It's almost like this card depicts the seven deadly sins. We have lust, we have greed, we have vanity, we have the mystery under here. So it's kind of like the mystery is like what could be there, you know what I mean? And then you got victory, and you have the dragon. The dragon. Hmm. The home, lusting for home, you know what I mean? Just wanting so much, but not being able to come to a decision. That's the problem with Libra ascendants or Libra sons, is that we get indecisive about stuff, and we don't know what decision to make. Me more on the forefront of life, and you guys more on the forefront of internal. It's like how do I make this move, or you're trying to please so much. That's what I want to say. You're trying to please so much right now, especially in March. It's like you're not the type of people to try to let people down for real, unless it's really about that time. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you guys are very likable and lovable people. Very exuberant attitudes, and I love that about you. I love that I'm a Libra ascendant, because it's like people meet me, they're like, yeah, um, but what I want to say to you, Libras, is that don't let indecision is the devil's playground. And in March, it's about taking the time out, because this guy's in black, so this guy's in thought mode. The clouds are around, so it's a lot going on in your life right now, and a lot of decisions that you have to make, and you're having trouble making these decisions, because you don't know which route you want to go. There's just all of them look good. All of them look good. It's like, I can go with this girl. I can be with this girl, or vice versa. I can be with this guy. I can be with this guy. You know what I mean? But it's like it's gonna wear your energy down. That's why the guy's silhouetted in black, because he's not even there. He's more like you know what I mean? I don't even know. It's like a cloud of smoke around me, and I can't see myself. And he can't see himself. That's why he's in black. He's silhouetted, because it's more of the shadow side. It's more the shadow side reacting, and it's about temptation. Watch for the temptation that's coming around. Somebody may be tempting you soon, and it may look very pleasurable. Very pleasurable. You may love this, but it may not be good for you. And then it's about taking a direction, not being everywhere, about what you want to do. And that's why I say, this is really a time of reflection, because that Pisces energy is here, and it's like, you know what I mean. And we just had the stellium basically in Pisces, that is like people need to take the time out, because y'all need to know ourselves. We're headed into a new dimension of understanding. We are headed into significant times, and there will be attacks upon your spirit and your soul if you're not aware. If you're not aware, you know what I mean? If you're not aware of what you're doing. And so for you guys, it's like, take more time out to think about your actions before you do them, and don't just go head first. into a situation, which is something that I know, you guys don't always do because you guys are justified. You guys are very justified people, and it's like you'd rather do the right thing than do the wrong thing, anyways. But sometimes we don't know what's right and wrong. We are human beings here as spirits in having an experience, a human experience here. And you want to think about your next move. Your next move is your best move, and make sure that you're feeling justice within yourself, and you're clear about the decision. Don't just make decisions in March. Be clear about what you're doing. Take the time out to think about what you want. Like I said, April is the better time to make moves. Next month is more reflective. It's more very reflective energy. It's more reflective energy. Even currently now, because we're currently in the Pisces season, and it's very reflective energy, and knowing yourself and knowing what you want to do, and jot down a list, because I know us, we could be a little bit everywhere, you know what I mean? So jot down a list, make a little personal list for yourself, and knock that out, short term, long term, and knock that list out, and so you can be a little more focused on what you're doing. So that's what I want to tell Libra. Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio sun. And I have to tell you, we have an interesting life, guys. A lot of people don't understand us. I watch the videos on people talk about us Scorpios, and I don't think they truly know. Who we are. What can I say to Scorpio in March? But trust me, I'm gonna go there. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna go there. We gonna go in it. What can I say to Scorpio in March? What can I say to Scorpio in March? What can I say to Scorpio in March? Oh, a lot of things going on. I feel like there's some burdens going on in our situations. Oh, but it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. But I'm gonna say that for the personal readings. But it looks really good next month. I do want to tell you. It's almost like overcoming. That's what I see. Overcoming something. Overcoming something. But what can I say to Scorpio for March? Scorpio in March. So this card says that this is the Eight of Cups, and 8 is actually ruled by Saturn. So it's a lesson. It's a lesson learned. Saturn's all about responsibilities and lessons learned. And with the Eight of Cups, it says you have a stable situation that's going on right now. Maybe you're in a job. Maybe you're working somewhere that you've been working at for a long time. And maybe you've been in a relationship. Maybe you are in a relationship that you've been in for a while. And I want to say for some time, I want to say a couple years, definitely, because Saturn is a slow progress thing. So it's like this built up to this situation, you know what I mean, where Saturn in the beginning bonded you to somebody or something. You were bonded to a situation, and now you're looking at the situation as if either you've outgrown the situation, outworn the situation, or it doesn't fulfill you anymore, because this guy got his back turned. He's not even like turned around looking at what he's leaving behind. You know what I mean? He's already across the river, for real, for real. So I mean, it's like he's gone. You know what I mean? So What I want to say to us, you guys, is that, um, we're trying to move on to bigger and better things, you know, mentally, spiritually, definitely. This is a very spiritual card because, as I told you before, the mountains in here are definitely an aspect of God, and it's like there's there's actually green mountains, so there's grass on these mountains. So it's almost like the saying of, the grass may be greener on the other side, or it may not. But at this point in time, we trying to find out. Scorpio is trying to find out. Scorpio wants to know what's on the other side of the green field, because what they have been doing is not fulfilling their potential. You know, because he has the wand in his hand. So I want to say this is something potential. This is a potential situation that had potential, does have potential, or, did have potential. And now you're like confused and you're like, this ain't working for me anymore. This is not carrying the same weight as it did anymore. And so now the way that I'm feeling is that I want to see what's on the other side. And as he's carrying the wand and the wand is nowhere else, it's a potential inside of himself. So it's more like he sees potential in himself that maybe he can do better. That's how I feel. I feel like it's like he feels like he can do better. He's in a relationship that he's been in, and he feels like he can do better than this relationship, that there's something better on the other side. And maybe he's been emotionally hurt from the situation because there's a gap. There's a gap in between the cups. It's not, down here is stable, and then up here it's like this body. You know what I mean? So it's like he's missing something. He's missing something from the situation, and he needs to go look for it. And I feel like this creativity is more is or should I say, I feel like this is a creative thing. This is a creativity thing. It's more like, they Scorpio looking for better love, or Scorpio's looking for a better job, or Scorpio wants to get in touch with their inner potential. They want to feel fulfilled. They want to feel happy, and so they're going out and leaving behind the even if you're not leaving anything behind, it's your perception you may be leaving behind, because cups is emotionally stable on a belief also. You know what I mean? Emotionally stable on a belief, and be like, this is my belief and I see it no other way. And here it's like, well, I do see it another way, and I'm not making a 360, I'm making a 180. I'm going to make a whole 180 and go from there. You know what I mean? And so that's what I see. All right, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. How you guys doing this month? Hope you guys are getting a lot of things accomplished. Learning a lot, experiencing a lot. I definitely see the Hierophant with you guys, because you guys are like life learners. You guys are always learning something new. Some of my greatest teachers were Sages, and they literally teach you how to experience life. So, what can tell Sagittarius for March? What can I 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 tell Sagittarius for March? All right. Sagittarius. This is interesting. I want to tell you why this is interesting. Okay. Because this is a water card, right? But I know Sagittarius is not very emotional. They are on the inside, but on the outside, it's this rough exterior. It's like, you know, I keep all that stuff in. I keep all those feelings in, and for this water card right here is interesting because it says getting in touch with yourself, dreaming more, getting in touch with your emotions a bit more, and finding out where you're going, where you're headed, what's important, you know, what's going to fulfill you emotionally. But I do see this card as being this guy is an idealistic lover. So he's high on ideas, and sometimes he isn't realistic about what he wants. So I almost see a sense of idealism going on with you guys, and having a lot of expectations out of what you want. But is it what you really want? Is it really going to gratify you? Is it really going to make you feel whole, liberated? This guy's very liberated, and he's got the fish on him of sensitivity and dreaming, you know, and fish go through cycles. So as I said, you guys are life learners. So it's like maybe you just came out of a cycle that you were just going through, and you're trying to find your creativity, your sensitivity again. Maybe it's been hard for the last couple months and you haven't been able to truly dream because it's been situation after situation after situation going on, and you have a lot of lessons to learn through life. You guys are great teachers, but um, you need to be able to dream more. You need to be able to sing more, and not be so wrapped up in the lessons that you're learning, and being so hard on yourselves and being hard on the people around you, kind of letting loose and being creative a bit with your emotions and seeing where you're going. But also with this card, he's captivating. So, the gift of gab applies here in captivation, being able to inspire the crowd, being able. So it almost seems like you guys are coming out the box a little bit, and being a little more noticeable. You know what I mean, to people. Maybe you've been, as the saying goes, living under a rock for a bit, and rocks are heavy, and now you're ready to come up from under the struggle, from under the rock, to enjoy life a little bit, and dream. And I see such, as these readings go, I keep seeing this reflection, because Sagittarius, you guys are the capital meaning of reflection, so it's like this card is basically saying like you guys need to reflect a bit more, and dream a little bit more, enjoy a little bit more, trust your intuition, trust how you feel, play a little bit, and let your horse guide you. Let your horse guide you. All right, Sage. Capricorn. Guys, it's hard workers, man. I see y'all out there doing big things, man. Capricorn. What can I tell Capricorn in March? What can I tell Capricorn in March? Sound like the Dalai Lama right now. What can I tell Capricorn in March? Yeah, but what can I tell you, Capricorn in March? Oh, stuff popping out for you guys. Oh, stuff going on. We ain't gonna get into it yet. As my man said, we ain't even have breakfast yet. Y'all guys got a lot going on too. But we're gonna get those videos out there. Gotcha. What can I tell Capricorn in March? For March, what can I tell Capricorn for March? Oh, you guys, man, what's going on with you guys? What can I tell Capricorn in March? What can I tell Capricorn in March? Hmm. You guys gonna be patient. I don't care. All right, Capricorn. So I know sometimes this is an 8 card once again. So we think of Saturn again, and we think of responsibilities that we have on us and things that we have to fulfill. You guys are sworn to duty that you work hard and that you will accomplish anything that you put your mind to. There's only a very few out there that I know of that don't go for what they want, but for the most part, you guys are very hard workers, and y'all kind of try to keep things in order. Okay, but one thing I wanna tell you is how can you be limiting your beliefs? How can you limit yourself, period? Can you have this standard notion of what is correct, what is true, and it not actually be correct in your current life right now? It's like as if you've always believed things to be this way. You've always believed that you should love like this. You've always believed that you should work like this and take no days off, Ferris Bueller. You know, doing too much with your thinking too much, thinking, just limiting yourself and being afraid to step outside of your thoughts. Being thinking, as the saying goes, getting into your own way. That's another theme I see with all these readings is that people are getting into their own way and they need to step back and think about how they can reorganize their thoughts and how they can reorganize what they're doing to be beneficial to them. And for Capricorn, I see that you guys are stuck under your thoughts. You're thinking too much about what's supposed to be, what is, what you're doing, what everybody's eating. How can I get this accomplished? Oh, I got to do that. Oh, I got to do that. And it's like, ugh, you know what I mean? I almost see you guys in the same situation as some of these other guys in the past readings. And it's like, but with you guys can accomplish anything you want, but sometimes your scope can be too limited. It can be too limited, especially if you're in a relationship and you know how you guys are kind of aloof in relationships. Well, you could be limiting yourself from falling in love with somebody or being with somebody who is going to be important for you, because you are not, your belief system is very distant, it's very distracted, it's very bound. You create your own boundaries with your own thoughts, and you can release yourself from that. When you're up late, I know you guys, when you're up late and you're thinking and thinking and thinking and listening to music and thinking and thinking, think about how you limiting yourself. Think about what you could be doing better. Think about what you can not be thinking about so much, because guys are thinkers at night. Daytime, y'all trying to put on that look. You know what I mean? Y'all got y'all suits on and all that, whatever y'all want to call it, getting all professional and stuff. And you know, at nighttime when y'all kick back, man, y'all put them headphones on. It's like y'all like walking vampires at night. Y'all just living the night. You know what I mean? But you know, when you up kicking it like that, man, think about how you limiting yourself. Think about that there is nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you but yourself. All right. Aquarius. This is great, guys. I'm glad to be opening up and doing this with you guys. You know, and like I said, subscribe. You know, and we will be going in. We're going to be doing a lot more, and hopefully, I can get more videos out to you guys and express a lot more and talk about a lot more because man, there's so much to learn, and I want to be consistent with you guys and just give y'all all that I got. All that I got, 'cause this is my duty. My duty to learn wisdom and give it. Give that wisdom. All right, what can I tell Aquarius? Aquarius. What can I tell Aquarius from March? 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 What can I tell Aquarius from